we're back in action. Can you guys hear me? Welcome to your Hypno Happy Hour, starting a couple minutes late, but I feel like everything is divine. And let's go ahead and jump on in. Give me a hello, hi. Let me feel your energies as you're there today. Hello, welcome. To be completely honest, I was not going to come on today. About an hour ago, I was in a state of questioning if I should actually do the Hypno Happy Hour today because I don't feel good. And because I don't feel good, I think I have food poisoning, vomiting, exhausted, headache. I am not happy right now. My energy is not of a happy vibe right now. And so I questioned it, like, I don't think I should really show up today. And then the next thoughts in my head were, of all these reasons why I shouldn't show up, like, this is the Hypno Happy Hour. I'm here to teach how to get past blocks and programs and be happy, and I'm not even feeling happy. So who am I to show up and teach happiness if I'm not feeling happy, right? These were some of the programs that ran through my mind. And to be honest, it almost got me. Like, I really started second guessing. I'll just, send my Hypno subscribers a message. We're going to reschedule it. I'll do it another day. Like, real legit. I don't physically feel good. So, like, those thoughts were starting to win. But I want to ask you something, like, how often in your life does that happen? Like, you make a commitment to something, you agree to something, you said you were going to do something, like eat a certain way or go to a certain place or arrange something, like I am on a weekly basis, or, you committed to maybe your partner and you agree not to do something, or that you were going to do something for them. And then you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you don't feel like it. And so then you don't do it. Or you get some news that you didn't like, or you got a hair up your butt, or you got some kind of attitude or something and you didn't want to do it. Maybe someone said something and then it just changed your mind and then you didn't follow through on your commitment. How often does that happen in our lives? Like, it had me sitting and questioning, like, geez, like, I really sat and I reflected, like, I committed and I'm a woman of my word, right? But I could not feel good and all of a sudden I changed my word. Like, that really had me thinking about the other areas of my life. And this is where I invite you to think about, like, how many times has that happened to you? Did you tell your kids you're going to take them on a date every week or whatever, and did you just stop doing that? Did you say you were going to do some, specific nutrition plan for yourself, but then you heard something, or maybe didn't feel good, or maybe you got too lazy, or maybe things didn't line up right, and so you just gave up on that plan? Like, think about, like, it can really integrate in so many parts of our lives, right? And I this is so true when I say this. How you do one thing is how you do everything. This was something a great mentor of mine taught me. And so I'm like, whoa, if I'm about to not show up for the Hypno Happy Hour, then I'm probably almost not going to show up in some other areas of my life. And that's, like, not okay with me, right? So I've programmed myself to go full out, full on, and to be aware of the kind of thoughts and reactions that are, like, I'm showing up as. So that's where I really want to sit and invite you, like, are you giving your word? Are you setting an agreement even at work that you're going to, be on time or do certain things, and you don't really follow through because of X, Y, and Z? Well, that shows what kind of pattern you have within you that rolls off into your love life, your different relationships, other areas in your life. Like, really, how you do one thing, you're doing everything like that. And then and like what I had to do, I sat with myself and think, am I okay with that? And I'm not, right? So yes, there's legit times where you need to go rest. I'm not saying that you can't change your plans or commitments. Of course you can. I could have easily told my community here, hey, I don't feel well, so we're going to do it on another day. That would be me correcting my agreement, right? So I'm not saying there's not a time and a place where you can't change your mind or change your plans. But if it's showing up all the time, or if it's just, you got to look at yourself like, are you living your best life? Are you breaking your word a lot over stupid little things? Like, I'm not vomiting right now, so I can actually come up and talk, right? I can talk. I can still be here and be generous and pour my heart and tools to you, right? Or if I just let my nausea and my headache stop me, then I stop this relationship, and that's not okay. So is there certain things, I just really want to invite you to think about that. This is not what this Hypno Hour is about, but I want to share, is there room in your relationships to improve? Because you say you want to do something or be a certain way for that person, your lover or your family or your friends, but you keep letting them down or you down, right? Is there a pattern there that needs to be broken? That's really what I want to ask. Like, so many times we let these thoughts run our lives and affect the way that we show up. Is this landing with anyone? Give me a yes if you're like, that happens to me all the time, or I know what you're talking about. I want to make sure that I'm making sense right now because I'm not all here right now. So I want to talk about something called, so that's step number one, just like when you make an agreement to things and then you don't show up. Like, is there a valid reason there, or is there just some things going off in your head, like mine, like things just went off in my head that deters you from actually following through and showing up and going to the end with things? You know what I mean? Like, is there real reasons, or are those just programs, just beliefs that keep creating a pattern where you're not committing all the way, that you're not consistently showing up in your appointments and your agreements and your commitments to yourself and to others? Because I noticed that almost happened to me this morning where I didn't come here today. So just look at that. The second thing is that there's something I want to talk about. Happy school. Happy school is something you should go to every single day. It's not a place. It's not a certain curriculum. It's not an actual school. When I say happy school, it's meaning that making sure that you have happy information entering into your system every day, right? Because you're in school, whether you believe this or not, you're in school all day long. And it's just, what are you learning? A lot of people are in negative school, are in downer school all day long, because the type of colleagues that they're listening to, the type of music that they're listening to, the type of shows that they're watching, the information, the stuff that they're reading is not happy. And so they're in a different kind of school, right? It's like, what school are you sitting in right now? You're here, you're in a happy school. But, you got to look at the other areas of your life, like, because whatever you're around, you are becoming. And so I make sure to get a bit of happy schooling every single day. Every day. And it's so important. Listen. It's so important even when you feel crappy. Like today, I feel my physical body feels crappy. So when we physically are out of alignment, when we're physically sick, it's really hard to think good. It's really challenging to think positive when we're physically in pain, right? And so this is why even when you're down, it's so important to get your happy schooling in. And I want to tell you what I do when I'm here, I'm showing up, not 100%. I feel like I'm gonna throw up any second. Just be very honest with you guys. And I want to tell you what I do. What do I do in this scenario? Because why else am I doing this? I'm here to give you these resources, these tools, so hopefully you can implement them and live better, be better, have better, do better, all of that, right? So that you could be a happier person, because you're also going to feel crappy. Like, it's going to come. We're all going to feel crappy. We're all going to feel down. We're all going to feel crappy, right? In our times, things are going to happen to us. And so I set up a happy environment. So I have 4 little kids at home, and I gave each one of them, I enrolled each one of them into doing something that would make me feel happy. And so once you think about who's in your environment, if you've got a headache, if you physically are in pain, if you're, going through whatever you're going through, who do you have in your life that you can enroll into being a happy outlet, a happy resource, a happy school for you? Okay, is it your partner? Is it your kids? Is it your colleagues? Is it your parents? Whoever you're with at home, a friend. Think about something you could tell them that would make you smile. So my kids here, let me give you an example. I have 4 little kids, and I thought, okay, what could each one of them do that brings a smile to my face? And so I thought about some cute things that they do, and I talked to each one of them, and I told them. So my baby girl, my littlest one, she's only 2 years old. I said, Mommy is not feeling well today. Whenever you see Mommy not feeling well, can you do your special dance? And she calls it the pink dance. She calls it a pink dance. And she does this cute pink dance that she made up herself, and it makes me so happy. And so, yeah, she's on board. And then my 3-year-old son, I told him he's very enthusiastic, so he loves talking. He's like a stage performer everywhere he goes. And so he goes, Mom, it's a great day. So he screams that at me with his Kool-Aid smile on his face when he walks past me. And I'm like, yes, it is, baby. And that gives me this energy that comes through my body. I have my 6-year-old son, and he likes superpower stuff. And so he'll come up to me and he shakes his hands like this, like some kind of, like his own Reiki kind of work. And he sends me love. So he comes up to me and he shakes his hands and he closes his eyes and he's sending me love power. And I love that. And it's a great connective mode, right? And then my oldest son, he hugs me. He gives me this biggest bear hug. So I've enrolled all of them. So throughout my day, I have 4 little bubbly traps, not booby traps. I have bubbly traps around my house that's going to make me feel good, right? It's going to distract my mind from the physical nausea that I'm in, right? And the pressure headache that I have and all the things that are going on, is that I know that this is temporary, but what's most important is that it's going to be very soon temporary, and it's going to leave my being much faster if I keep myself in a positive state of mind. That, my friend, is what I'm telling you right now. It's very important to go to happy school every single day. Most importantly, when you don't want to. Because inside you do. Inside you want to feel better, and you want to shake this juju, right? You want to feel better. So I set up my bubbly traps, my people to give me love. I'm constantly, I have reading material, I have audio books, I have mentor audios, right? I have first and foremost, I have my hypnosis. I'm not going to sit in a poopy diaper. Do you know what I'm talking about? Who here knows what I'm talking about? Where they sit and they stew in the crap. No. We're all going to have crappy moments, and we're all going to go through some crappy things, but to stew in it, to sit, I'm a mom, so sit in a poopy diaper all day? No. Life is for laughing, living, and loving. There's no point of stewing on the crap. The point is to reflect, to see where you can make adjustments, and get on with it. And to get on with it. So going to Happy School, this is going to be a very quick Hypno Happy Hour, and I'm hoping this is landing. Is this landing with you? Is this landing with you? The first thing is that be a woman or a man of your word. Know that when you show up for something, you are going to fulfill that promise, that commitment, no matter what. I mean, legit, there could be some dire things, right? There's unexpected, real, true things that come up where you've got to rearrange, and that's okay. But I'm talking about the little stupid stuff that keeps you from like showing up in the world, that keeps you from being the best spouse, from being the best parent, from being the best, employee, from being the best like neighbor. Like there's like little programs that are running your mind that stop you. Oh, I don't feel too good. Oh, they looked at me weird. Oh, I shouldn't do it now. Oh, I'm not smart enough. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Who am I? Who am I to talk about this? Those little things aren't real. They're not real. They sure are not a good enough reason for you to break your commitments to yourself. So that was the very first thing I started with, because your coach does not feel good right now, but I am not breaking my word. It's not enough where I need to go lay down and not be standing and not pour love into you right now. So I'm here, and the second thing is that make sure you're going to Happy School every day, that you're getting information downloading into you that's of positivity. Okay, this is how you want to be happy every day, right? Or you wouldn't be here. Like you want to feel good. You want to be happy every day. You want to be in your creative space where you're actually creating a bigger and better life for yourself. The only way you can do that is if you feel good. And so to do that, you've got to be intaking positive information, positive schooling every single day. It's like brushing your teeth. Okay, you got to be on this. It's got to be an addiction. It's got to be a habit where you're listening to the right things, to the right people. You're watching the right things. You're watching the right people. Okay, so I can't tell you how many times. I'll end on this really quickly. I can't tell you how many times I've had clients walk in this door feeling like crap, and I asked them, "What were you just doing?" Oh, just listening to the radio on the way here. And I was like, what were you listening to? And they'll tell me the lyrics of those songs. OMG. Oh my goodness. Just know that everything is programming. And a lot of the music out there, a lot of television, most media is going to program you to be crappy. It's going to program you to feel bad. How many times did you listen to a song about how a spouse left them and they're sad and they're crying and all that, and then you start second guessing your own marriage from a freaking song? Now don't laugh, because you know this has happened. You start having thoughts that you got to cancel. It's like, it's not worth it. So finding music that uplifts you, finding media that uplifts you, finding people that lift you up. Oh my goodness, it's so important. Okay, I'm gonna cut this one off short, but just know that I'm here for you. I love to see your comments. What opened up for you? What are some of the happy schooling you want to add into your life? Did any of that inspire you? Like how I enrolled my kids to do little happy things throughout the day that bring me joy when I'm feeling down. Or some things open up for you. I would love to see your comments about this. Go to Happy School. Make sure that you are so worthy and so deserving of having positive information enter your being, right? All of it is intake. And as you do that, you become that. Don't take this lightly. Some people say it's just a song. It's just a thought. It's just one conversation. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's sinking. It's seeds. It's a seed being sown. That's what it is. and it'll harvest just miserable fruit. You don't want to do that. So thinking about the areas where you can release some of the negativity and enter more of that positivity, thinking about how you can show up being more committed, more sticking to your agreements of the things that really bring you joy in life, no matter what little thoughts may come into your mind. And I promise you will win. You will win. All right, I love you so much. Have a beautiful Tuesday and the rest of the week. And we'll see you on the next Transformation Tuesday. All right, the next Hypno Happy Hour. See you guys.